with us. We are very happy to have you all to kick off this session. This is the first HackFest that we are running on our platform, on the Prime. So we are going to be calling this a series of HackFest. So this is the first of them on ML, machine learning. So this fest is called Machine Learning ML Challenge 2021 under the flagship Prime. And this is done with our partner, Leaps. I'm very happy to invite our guests today. We have Ms. Jasmita Kaur, Dean, Dr. D.Y. Patil Educational Institution. We have Mr. Jitendra Nayak, who is the Executive Council member of VTU Belagavi. We have Dr. Kulkarni from VTU. We have Maurya Krishna from Unschool. And I'm not sure if Mr. Ipsit Mishra has joined in. So a warm welcome to all of you. So it's indeed a great pleasure to have you all here to kick off this session. We are doing this event across 5 states, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Maharashtra, and Orissa. So we are opening this event across students from these 5 states, and they will actually do a course on machine learning. And at the end of the course, they take part in a hackathon by our partner, Leaps, and the winners are in for very exciting prizes. And we find that hackathon is actually the most preferred way these days to hire students from college, and we are just trying to facilitate the best that we can regarding this. So I'd like to invite our guests to say a brief, I would say a brief talk about being part of this HackFest. We have VTU as a sponsor of this HackFest. We have Mr. Ipsit Mishra's College of Engineering also trying to offer some internship to students. And Maurya from Unschool is also opening up for internship to our Hackathon Top 100 people. So I'd like to welcome first Mr. Jitendra to share a few words. Mr. Jitendra.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. We at VTU are quite excited to be part of this initiative of NASSCOM. We have initiated a very unique institute within VTU, which is called as VTU INEC, which is the Innovation and Startup Hub. And this is the first time VTU being a government university with more than 200 colleges with us, affiliated colleges with us, and having more than nearly 3 lakh engineering students, it really makes sense that we are in partnership with this great initiative. And through VTU INEC, we would really want to be associated in the future from today onwards in more and more such activities covering all the aspects of engineering. And I'm really thankful to the entire team at NASSCOM to have us involved, and I'm sure our students will benefit with this initiative. Thanks so much, and I'm looking forward to some great ideas and initiatives. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jitendra. It's indeed a great pleasure for us all to be associated with the VTU and the NISP body that you are a chairman of. I'd like to invite Ms. Jasmita Kaur to share her views.
A very good afternoon to you, to one and all. First of all, on behalf of Dr. D.Y. Patil Educational Complex, Akurdi, I take this opportunity to congratulate FutureSkills Prime and all the partners, wherein who are contributing to participate in one of its kind, Machine Learning Challenge 2021. My best wishes to all the students who are a part of this HackFest. I request all my students, all the students who are participating in this HackFest to give their best. As we all are aware that machine learning, which is also known as a branch of AI or a computer science, and it is the basic use of machine learning is to actually imitate the ways human work and human learn. So dear students, this is an opportunity for all of you, as rightly said by Priya ma'am. This is an opportunity where you can get hired by top recruiters with top packages, the most preferred way of getting recruited. So give your best, put your best foot forward. And at Dr. D.Y. Patil Educational Complex in Akurdi, we have been believing in giving our students an extra edge over others so that students are employable, students are market ready, students' employability skills are honed. So this is one of those initiatives, and Dr. D.Y. Patil Educational Complex Akurdi looks forward to participate and get maximum benefit from this one of its kind ML Challenge 2021. Once again, congratulations, Future Skills Prime team and NASCOM Foundation for this wonderful initiative. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And as you rightly said, I think students should really make the most of opportunities that they are getting through these type of events. Thank you so much. Mr. Maurya?
Yeah. Thank you, Priya ma'am, for that. First of all, I would like to congratulate FutureSkills NASCOM. Means we were having a back and forth talk on how the idea itself started, and great initiative, I must say. I completely agree with Jasmita Kaur ma'am. In today's scenario, today's global conditions, employability is something that matters a lot. And we at Unschool are happy to associate with FutureSkills NASCOM in their HackFest in order to provide internship opportunities to the top 100 contestants of the hackathon. So looking forward for a beautiful roller coaster journey, if I may say, because the best of the talent is going to be here. You get to learn, you get to apply, and then you get to earn also. So what best can a student have while he's in a college to earn his own livelihood? So we at Unschool are happy to associate with NASCOM, and we would like to continue the same in coming future. All the best, and thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for coming up with offering this internship opportunity to the top 100. Thank you so much, Mr. Maurya. I'm not sure if Mr. Ipsit has joined the call.
He actually regretted maybe towards the end of the call, he will join us. I think.
Okay.
Proceed. Thanks.
Okay. So with that, we'll get started with the event. So let me open up the screen. Do we have all the guests as in video? Then probably we can just see them once.
I'm there. Okay. My camera is not functioning today, so I'm on a voice mode.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. So I thought if we had all the guests, maybe we could just get a screenshot with all the guests. Super. I think we have Jasmita ma'am. Oh, super. So except for Dr. Kulkarni, I think we have all the guests on this call. So thank you so much. And we'll get started with the session. The purpose of today's session is, of course, kickstart and have a few words from our guest speakers. I'll want to give you a brief overview of what this event is all about, though most of you know what it is, since you've already registered and you're part of this event. I would like to tell you all again about the special rewards and recognitions that you will get as part of this session. We will have a session from a partner whose platform we are using. Bodhijit will walk us through the platform, how people need to come on to Prime, how should they navigate their way around Prime, and then actually go ahead and consume the course that is needed for this HackFest. And then we have our partner, Analytica, who will actually walk us through the course so the students can get themselves familiar in how to go about consuming the course on this platform, and they would tell the interesting bits about how to finish the course within the 23 hours that is allocated to complete the course. So I just have a small presentation. I'll just walk you through the presentation. Please let me know if you all can see my screen. I hope you all can see my screen.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. So interesting thing is, in AI ML, there are so many open positions at the fresher level. Unlike certain technologies, you would need a little bit of experience, and those jobs could be probably more open. But interestingly, in AI ML, there are over 100 to 150,000 open positions at fresher level. So what more, what better time can the students be in? Instead of they just all have to do is get themselves skilled on AI ML, and then they're ready to be hired. So that much big is the opportunity. And our main initiative through this FutureSkills Prime platform is just to be able to do that. Offer the Prime platform. And as most of you know, this is a platform along with Ministry of IT. So Ministry of IT and NASSCOM together offer this Prime platform to every citizen of India. Anybody and everybody who's a citizen of India can consume this platform. So this platform is for the citizens of India to make India the digital talent hub of the globe. So I think we just need to make use of the platform and help India be the top, be the global hub for digital talent. And very interestingly, as Dr. Jaspita ma'am also said, gamification is the way most of the enterprises are hiring today. So we thought, why just stop at having a course for people to just finish the course and probably take up the assessment? Why don't we have something like a hackathon competition so that the students actually get a first-hand feed even before they actually go in for a job interview, which is as a hackathon for most of the cases. I think we find that most of the hiring today are happening through gamification, and hackathon is one of them. And apparently this is supposed to be very effective and less stressful for both the candidates and the hiring authorities. I'm sure all of you, whoever has registered for this course, have already gone ahead and seen the content in futureskillsprime.in. This is the URL. So this URL is open for everybody. And incidentally, on September 4th, the government incentives have also been rolled out. So people who go ahead and consume a course which is aligned to an industry standard, complete the course and take up the assessment and complete the assessment successfully with over 50% of score, actually get government incentive. Government pays for them actually. So they get close to about 14, every citizen can avail up to 14.5 thousand rupees from the government for completing the courses effectively. And there are, of course, rules and regulations on how you go get it. But yes, government is encouraging students to go complete the course and incentivizing the learner through a payback. So quickly on the competition. So people have to finish the machine learning course, linear regression course on the Prime platform. Analytica, our partner, will conduct the hackathon. There will be real life use cases. It will be a 24-hour long hackathon. There will be a 3-point evaluation, solution, quiz, and insight. So insight will actually be able to differentiate among the top 100. That is the only objective portion. The subjective portion of it, solution and quiz, are objective portions of the competition. We do have a real-time dashboard which will be telling where the winners are positioned as they are going through the hackathon competition. Of course, you can go click on this URL to get more information. So these are few of the rewards and recognition. I'd like to spend a couple of minutes on this. The top 3 people who come out of the hackathon competition get prize money worth 30, 20, and 15K. This is across all the 5 states that is taking part here in the competition. From 4th to 10th position, that will be 7 people. Each of them will receive 5,000 worth Amazon gift voucher. In addition to that, we are also going to give top 3 positions from the 5 states. They will also be getting gift vouchers. And this is, if a person is already getting, is among these, then they will not be eligible for the state prize also. So it will be exclusive. An individual will be able to get only one. Analytica is going to give a certificate for all the top 100 people. So from 1 to 10, the certificate will have the number that they are in. They secured first position, second position, up to 10th position. From 11th to 100th, everybody will get a certificate saying that they have actually a certificate of appreciation from Analytica saying that they are among the top 100. Then the top 2,000 people get Analytica Pro membership, which is worth 9,000 rupees per person. The top 15 participants of Hackathon will get an opportunity to interview for 3 internship positions at Analytica. This will be a paid internship position for 2 months. Of course, the final selection of the candidate is left to Analytica's discretion. And the top 100 winners in Hackathon will get an internship opportunity through Unschool. So as Mr. Maurya was saying, they will open up their internship opportunity to the top 100 winners of Hackathon. All the winners have to do is submit their certificate, which is a proof that they are top 100. Then they will be made eligible to the internship offers through Unschool. And then it's up to the individual to go ahead and do the technical interview with the enterprise and whether they make it or, so it's the opportunity is given to the individual. Opportunity of internship is given to the individual. And then is, of course, the interview with the enterprise. So these are some of the things that we have. Apart from a wonderful course, the course has theory and it has 6 use cases. So after 23 hours of the course, I'm sure the learners will have a decent understanding of linear regression, how linear regression should be used, what are the typical use cases of linear regression. In addition to doing the course, taking part in the hackathon competition, we have 2 sessions, high-touch engagement sessions from experts from Analytica. So one is on the 19th and the other one is on the 16th. So these are the 2 topics that will be covered. So really, really encourage every student who has registered for this course to attend these sessions. It would be really, really useful for them to attend these sessions. And of course, since it's an aligned course, when the student completes the course, they get this type of a certificate. And when they take up the assessment, there is assessment available on the Prime platform, and they take up the assessment based on the score. If they get more than 70, it's gold. If they get more than 60, it is silver. If they get more than 50, it's bronze. So they get the certificate with NSDC, Skills India, and the ITS and FutureSkills logo, and the person gets a certificate like this. So they could use the platform. It need not just stop with the hackathon with one machine learning course. There are tons of content across 10 different technologies and soft skills. So people can, have their learning journey right from just understanding what a particular topic is, going a little deep dive, and then actually doing a mastery, picking up mastery over the subject. So this is what you could do on the Prime platform. And then I will quickly wrap up my discussion, my talk, and I would invite Bodhijit to help us walk us through the platform. Thank you. Over to you, Bodhijit.
Thank you, Priya. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Am I audible, first and foremost? Perfect.
Yes, Bodhijit.
Yes.
Okay, so I need the host to please allow me to share my screen.
You're allowed.
Okay, so I'm going to start off by giving you a brief about. You're all part of a closed group, but you would have actually received an email. Okay, so what I'm going to start with is the sign up process. Okay, so you would have all received an email which says that you've been added onto the FutureSkills Prime platform and that you are part of the machine learning hackathon group. So I'm going to basically give you a walkthrough about how you can from there complete your sign up and get started on the hackathon, the HackFest. Okay, so first and foremost, you would have received an emailer. This emailer would be divided into three parts. First part would be, it would have your username, which is the email address that you've provided us with. The second thing that it would have your first and temporary password, which would be welcome with a capital W at 123. This is to enable you to sign in for the first time. We do encourage you to change your password as soon as you're done with your onboarding and make it more personal to you so that nobody else can get into it. Once you're basically done with your onboarding, you will reach a home screen. So I'm going to give you a walkthrough about what the whole sign-up process will look like. So first and foremost, when you click on your email, you will saying sign up. It would be a magic link which will take you directly onto the onboarding form. It would be bypassing your initial login. In case you have not received the mailer or you have missed the mailer for some reason, you can always log in via the website, via the platform website itself, which is learn.futureskillsprime.in. Once you go there, you should be able to log in using your email address and your password, your temporary password. Once you get onto that, so this is what it will look like. When you're on the platform, you enter your email address and password when it asks, and you will log in. You've all been made part of a closed group, so therefore you do not have to work through a sign up process. A simple login using your email address and that password will do. Once you log in, like I said, please do and go reset your password. Once you log in for the first time, you will hit the first page of the onboarding form. The first page of the onboarding form has a photo which you can or cannot, you can upload. That completely depends on you. It's an optional field. You then enter your first name, your last name, and then just check for your email address. It should be what you entered. You will not be able to change your email address. You will, however, be able to change your first name and last name. Do ensure that your first name and last name is correct at this point, because all your certificates will be based on this particular entry of your name. After that, you click on agreeing to that you're agreeing to sign up and that you're an Indian citizen, and move on to the next. On the next slide, you will have your date of birth, your gender, your PIN code. Now, and what is most important in this particular page is that you will have to carry out a mobile verification. Once you enter your mobile number, you will get an OTP which you will have to enter and update it. This mobile verification is done because, as Priya pointed out, this is a Government of India and NASSCOM initiative together, and therefore it is meant for Indian citizens residing in India only. So therefore it is geofenced also, but I'll get to that later. Once you have done your OTP verification, then you move on to the next stage. It is mandatory to do an OTP verification. You will not be able to move without it. Once you have done this, then it will ask you for your occupation and education details. So you enter your current occupation. If you're a student, you enter the student, and then you put down your level of education details. Tick the box. Tick the box if you have a job offer at hand. Otherwise, let it be. Once you have filled this out, you move on to the next page, which is the last, final, fourth page. Out here, essentially, what you have to do is choose three areas of interest on the emerging technologies. This is a compulsory step. You won't be able to move forward without selecting at least three. I'll show you what happens when you select these. Do not worry about changing interest, so to speak. In case you want to later change it on the platform where you want to possibly deselect big data and select maybe blockchain, you will be able to do that as well. But choose 3 without which you will not be able to hit your home page. So once you finished with this, you will hit your home page, which looks essentially like this. From here, I'm going to move on to the sharing the platform itself with you. I've stopped sharing. Let me know when you can see my screen again. Okay. Is
We
it
can see.
visible?
We can see.
Okay. So once you've completed your onboarding, you will hit your home screen. Now, before I proceed on to what happens from here on, at each stage, you will find something called Techy, which is our AI chatbot, which will be available in this red dot. There's a robot in the middle. This is available right from the homepage of the or the login page of the platform. So any issues that you face, you can raise with Techy. It will immediately try and help you out and solve whatever issues you might be having. This could be anything from login related issues, even if you haven't logged in, right to issues with maybe getting registered for the course or not having access to the course. Any kind of issues that you might have, you should actually raise with Techy. It'll give you the fastest resolution, and it will also point your question at the right persons who are manning things at the back end. So you will get a much quicker resolution as opposed to actually sending out emails which may get lost in transit. So I'll give you first a very simple way of what the way Techy works. Once you've clicked on it, you click on send us a message. Of course, you can do an interest-based diagnostics on what you should start with, but since we are for now concentrating on machine learning, I will not get into that. So let's say, for example, I have an account-related issue. So I can click on that. It will give me a whole option of what problems I'm having, right? So let's say, for example, none of these are actually solving or the issue that I have, right? So then it will give you a further set of queries, and you can go on clicking on other queries, or if you're not getting your um, resolution there, you will be able to talk to one of our support people directly. You can simply click on talk to a person. Normally they respond to you in under 5 minutes. So it shouldn't be a problem and you'll get a quick resolution. Do keep this in mind right from the point of login. You can use it even if you haven't actually logged in or are facing problems logging in. You can directly raise an issue out here. Okay, so having said that, now I'll move on to the platform itself. So once you've completed your onboarding, you will hit your home page. Once you get into your home page, and I'll give you a view of what the home page looks like. So the first carousel that you will have what you need to start with, what are the best deals for you, what's the technology of the month, what's new on the platform, and events that are happening on the platform itself. So what I mean by that is any kind of events, for example, and which is why I opened this, that there is this ML HackFest challenge that you're all participating in. And this is an upcoming event that is showing up on this page. So any kind of events that happen will show up on this page. The next carousel talks about the 10 emerging technologies. So you have everything from AI to IoT to cloud computing to cybersecurity. So you can take a look at each of the channels of emerging technologies and actually get into that. Now, when you see here, you will see that I am following certain technologies. So I get intimation of any kind of program that gets added onto these channels, and I can actually spend some time knowing what is being added, etc. Because these are areas of interest. These are the 3 that you actually pick out of the last page of the onboarding. And as you can see that while I am following, let's say AI, I can immediately unfollow it and I'll stop receiving notifications. So you can change. And then if I want, I can follow something else. So let's say, for example, I follow cloud computing. So this is how it works. You'll get notifications on any kind of content that has been added. Similarly, there are also 10 professional skills that are listed on the platform. Again, you can follow these as well. While you haven't chosen one at the first of onboarding, you can always follow any of these professional skills as well if they're of interest to you. After this, what you have are your government incentive programs that are available on the platform. You have certain industry certifications on the platform as the next carousel. And then you have the more deep skilling software tools and programming languages that you can enter. So this is essentially what your homepage will look like. Now, having said that, so all your content rests on your homepage, and you should be able to navigate to any kind of content that you'd like to do. While I'm showing you the demo on my computer, there is a fabulous app available, and it's available both on the iOS store as well as the Play Store. So if you are on a Apple device or an Android device, you can download the app itself for FutureSkills Prime. You simply search for FutureSkills Prime and you'll find it. What you'll see is that the reason that we've enabled this is keeping in mind the concept of just-in-time learning, which essentially allows you to learn at your own convenience across, depending on your time availability and across platforms and devices. So you take complete ownership of how you want to do your learning and how you want to pace it out. So most of the programs here that you'll be doing will be self-paced as well. And so therefore you can actually utilize the app as well to do your learning. So what you can do is, in fact, you can go across multiple devices as well, because your progress will get saved. Now, having said that, once you've come here onto the home page, now onto the group. So all of you would be added onto a group that is called the Machine Learning HackFest 2021. In this group, once you click on the third tab, you will enter your groups. You should be able to see this group in your My Groups, within your My Groups. Now, as you can see that there is a lock on this, which means that it is a closed group. What a closed group implies is that you can neither join it nor leave it on your own accord. You have been added to this group at the back end and are therefore a participant in this HackFest. So once you've reached this, if you click on the photo of the group, you will get into the group. Now the group itself has its own homepage, essentially making it easy for you to maneuver. So the first carousel will talk about featured courses and pathways. Other than that, you similarly have what is the tech pick for the group, which is big data, obviously, given that this is concentrated on machine learning. And then there are some professional skills that we've also put in there in case you want to do some additional learning, supplementary learning, etc. So having said that, now I'll give you a brief about what the platform is all about. The platform essentially is divided into what we call pathways. Now, what are pathways? Pathways are essentially bite-sized learning nuggets, which give you an understanding of these technologies, these emerging technologies and professional skills. The idea of these pathways are to make you understand how to apply these emerging technologies and what are the use cases. This is to build up your digital fluency. And all of these pathways are essentially created by stringing together a number of smart cards by subject matter experts using the principles of instructional design so that there is a flow to your learning. Now, what are smart cards, therefore? Smart cards are essentially small nuggets of learning that are put into, and these can be any kind of learning materials, so to speak. So they could be PDFs, they could be infographics, they could be photos, they could be videos, they could be, in certain cases, they could also be SCORM packages that have been uploaded. So you have a variety of different sources out of which you can create, out of which we create smart cards. And once these smart cards are put together, they create what we know, what we call a pathway. A pathway essentially leads to a badge. So a badge essentially is something that is shareable across social media and lets your network know that you've been spending your time actually upskilling yourself. It's a great tool to actually share on LinkedIn, for example, where potential recruiters can see that you're spending time in actually upskilling yourself on relevant skills and technologies, and are also investing time in actually learning. So that is what I will now give you an example, because we have put in here. So while this course is to do with machine learning, before you get into that, if you want to know more about what big data is, or you just want to do a refresher, we would suggest that you do the getting started with big data analytics pathway. It takes less than 30 minutes to complete. I will give you a walkthrough of that, but before I get there, I want to talk about what the courses are all about. So like Priya said, there are two varieties of courses that you get on the platform. There are foundation courses and there are deep skilling courses. Foundation courses basically look to build your basic proficiency levels on certain technologies and professional skills, and that is how it's been put on the platform. And then you have your deep skilling courses, which let you create a more advanced proficiency level on these emerging technologies. So I'll start by basically, once you're in this, once you're in your group, what you can quickly do is, and I'll show you how it's done, and it'll also be a good example for you to see how you can navigate on the platform, because the platform is a string of smart cards, pathways, and courses that have been put together, and it is extremely intuitive. So, if I so, and then one example for me should be enough to help you navigate seamlessly on the platform itself. So, once you click on the pathway, you will basically come to the pathway homepage. Okay, so this particular pathway is called Getting Started with Big Data Analytics. So therefore, every pathway that has a badge, when you start, you will be able to see here, for example, that at the end of this, you will get a starting with BDA badge that will be shareable. I'll show you how to share it as well. So once you get here, you simply click on start. Okay, this gives you the objective of this pathway. So once you've, for any smart card, once you've gone through the content, you simply click on mark is complete. It will show a tick saying completed, and you move on to the next smart card. Now, for example, here, this is curated content from YouTube. So what you can do is you can watch the content. I'm going to skim through this due to paucity of time. So once you've gone through this video, you can mark that as complete and move on to the next. Similarly, here again, you move ahead, you go through the video. Once you've done the video, you mark as complete and move ahead. Now, and this is basically now coming to this smart card, and you will get a lot of these smart cards. These smart cards are basically links to external articles or external sources. So on these particular smart cards, you would have to click on view more. It will take you to another article. You can just go through that article. Once you're done with it, yeah, so once you're done with that article, it'll show as marked as complete. If it's not, it should automatically show as completed. If it does not, please mark as complete and move ahead. Similarly for this as well, again, because it's off platform, You can open it once you've gone through it. It will show completed, and you move ahead. Right. So the last part of any pathway is a knowledge check quiz, where you basically just do a check of what you understood from going through the pathway and what your understanding of it is. Once you're done with this, you simply finish and submit the quiz, and you go on to the pathway home. You will see, congratulations, you've earned a badge starting with BDA. Now, once you've earned this, what you can do is any kind of certificate or badges that you have will show up under your name. If you click on my dashboard, you will find what all you have been consuming in terms of your content and what you've earned. Out here, you will see the badges. Okay, so let's say, for example, we have just completed the BDA badge. So I can simply, if I want, just scroll down, find my badge, the one that I want to share. Let's say, for example, starting, this is the one that I completed, I want to share. I simply click on share on LinkedIn. If you're already logged in, it will directly take you to share. Otherwise, you simply do a normal LinkedIn login. It will open up the content, and you will see that you find that your badge is ready for sharing. It's got the mighty government of India branding, as well as the NASCOM and FutureSkills Prime branding. And it says very clearly that I've earned a badge in this. You can actually share this in a post. You can send it to someone as a private message. Again, the idea here is to let everyone know that you're spending time upskilling yourself on relevant technologies and professional skills, and it'll come in handy for you as you move forward. Right. So once you're done with this, the next part that I'm going to move on to, and I'm going to go back to the groups. The next part is, how do you get onto signing up to a course? When you simply click on the course, it will show you what the course is all about. Like Priya said, that this is also tied to assessments, and you can get an SSC NASCOM certification post completing this course. So you should be able to do that. And I would encourage all of you, in fact, to do that. But in terms of signing up for the course, what you can do is you simply start here in an order again. This gives you an overview of what this entire program is all about, and right up to the assessment level. Once you've read through it, you mark it as complete in case you haven't completed. I have, so I'm just showing it there, but you should click on mark as complete, move forward. Now it comes to signing up to the course itself. So when you want to enroll, you simply click on view more. It will take you onto what we call the marketplace. The marketplace is essentially because this is, as has already been pointed out, this is a course by our content partner, which is Analytica. So therefore, it is on our marketplace. I am already registered for this course. So therefore, that is why you're seeing what you're seeing. I will just show you some other course. The process is the same for this. So if I were to sign up for any kind of a course,
Podijit, I think we'll have to hurry up a little bit.
Okay, sure. So okay, so I'm just going to quickly show you how you can register for a course. Okay, so it's the same process that you have to follow. You simply click on start. Once you mark this as complete and move forward, you click on view more. It will take you onto the marketplace. So this one is on platform. Priya, can I request you to show a marketplace while I talk through it, if you have anything that you haven't signed up for?
Sure. Actually, we can have Analytica itself take us through that, no? Through the clicking.
Yeah, actually we can.
Yeah. So should we So I think now Bodhijit has given a good overview on how to use the platform. And the best part is also he's shown us the Techy, which is the chatbot. So for any assistance, we could first take the help of the Techy. And if it's not getting resolved, we could go reach out to the support, a physical support. And the very important thing is all of you all are part of the group, which is the HackFest group. And you don't need to navigate too many things. You just go into the group, consume what is there in that for this hackathon, and later on you could explore the various other things that Bodhijit told us about the platform. So thank you so much, Bodhijit, for this. I think it was very useful. So can I request Charu and Vishwa? Vishwa is an SME from Analytica. And he would walk us through the course. He would give us a walkthrough of the machine learning course. Vishwa?
Yeah, thank you, Priya. Can you hear me?
Yes, Vishwa. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for the kind introduction, and thank you for setting the agenda initially. And thanks, Bodhijit, for walking us through in detail of the Prime's FutureSkills Prime onboarding process. So now I'll be walking you guys through how to navigate through the course, the outline of the course, and how to navigate through the course. I'll start sharing the screen. Let me know when you can see the screen. Priya, please confirm.
Yes, Vishwa, we can see your screen.
Yeah. So once you click on the relevant pathway that was for machine learning linear regression pathway, you will land up on our this website for Leaps, and you will see the course machine learning linear regression. Here in the first page, you can see the introduction about the course. This is a course about one of the most widely used algorithms in machine learning, which is linear regression. We will have two modules in this, one for simple linear regression and another for multiple linear regression. And as Priya mentioned earlier, we will have 6 business standard case studies and 6 quizzes to go through to complete this course. You can see in the introduction what are the different concepts that we will be covering through in this course. We will be talking about the basic assumptions of simple linear regression technique, and we will be talking about how to do exploratory analysis and how to select different variables, transform them, and how to build a machine learning model using linear regression algorithm. And we'll also talk about how we will validate the model. So these are the different to walk everyone through in detail about these courses and how to guide everybody through stepwise process. So on the first webinar, that is on 9th of September, we will be walking everybody through the simple linear regression module. And on the 16th of September, we will be walking everybody through the multiple linear regression module. So for detailed stepwise walkthrough of these two modules, we would request everybody to join the webinars on 9th and 16th of September. In this time, in next 5 to 10 minutes, I'll be covering the outline of these courses, what all you can expect to learn, and what are the takeaways. So as I told earlier, linear regression is most widely used algorithm in machine learning space. So it has multiple variations, but two very basic ones are simple linear regression and multiple linear regression. In multiple linear regression, we will use a simplified version of multiple linear regression. In a sense, we will be using only two variables, one to predict and one is independent variable. In multiple linear regression, we will use multiple variables to predict one dependent variable. So that is the basic difference between these two different types of linear regression, and we'll be covering these two different types in detail in the 9th and 16th webinars. So in the simple linear regression module, there are 2 business case studies and 2 quizzes to go through. And similarly, in multiple linear regression, there are 4 case studies, business case studies, and 4 quizzes to go through. Once you complete these 6 business case studies and 6 quizzes, you will be completing the entire course, at the end of which you will be assigned a certificate of completion. This certification of completion is required for the hackathon that will follow. That will follow. So it is essential that this course is completed before the hackathon, and certificate is attained. So having said that, I will just walk you guys through in detail about how to navigate through the platform. So this is the reading material for the simple linear regression or the linear regression itself. So this is a PDF. Once again. Yeah, this is a PDF which you can navigate through read through within the platform itself. This has the concepts necessary for understanding linear regression techniques, the assumptions behind linear regression techniques, the maths behind it. This is one of the learning module. And once you go through this, you will be set up for, more or less, you will be set up for the entire course. And rest of the course is more of experiential learning. So this is what we provide very uniquely as a platform. Here, every learning is through experiential learning. What that means is you can actually go through the industry standard business case studies to learn what you are learning. In this case, it is linear regression machine learning technique. And once you go through the PDF, as I said, more or less you are set up for the entire course. That is the only theoretical reading that you need to do, which is, I guess, 5 to 10 pages of reading. After that, everything is through actual doing, using the platform to execute certain point and click functions and learn what you are learning through executing actual steps. So here, the first module is about simple linear regression. The business case study is here about predicting the revenue using somebody's income. So here you can read about the business case study in detail later. Once you read on that, you can click on proceed, which will land in this page. Here you can actually see the data, the different columns. You can read about what the data says. This is the context and data dictionary. You can click here and see the data dictionary, what each column what each column refers to, and what is the business case. So you can refer that here. You can also download the table for your reference in Excel or similar spreadsheet software. I can explore the data on the platform itself, but it will have only 200 records to be shown here. That's about the data. You can actually refer to the data here itself in the platform. On the left pane, you can actually see a family of different families of functions. As of now, hold on before you go too much deep into the platform. I would definitely encourage you to explore this platform. These are nothing but different types of functions used in data science or AI/ML. You can try to explore this platform and see what each function does. But specific to linear regression, whatever functions we will use, we will be walking you through in detail in the upcoming webinars. So here I'm going to just execute one function just for just to show how we can use this platform. Here, let's say I'll run a function which gives me mean of this function. So for this call, I need to select column annual for income because I need to know the average annual income. And I can also search the function, or I can go to the function by going to the relevant family of functions. So here I can just search average, click on trimmed mean, and let me actually, there is one more function. Hold on. Okay, so I'll just use this function, mean. This is the one. Click on this, execute. And on the right hand side, you will see the value. And here you can see the different steps that you execute. If you execute one more function, it will be recorded as a second step. So this is how you can use the platform. You can visit the platform and explore. But specific to the linear regression functions, we will be walking you through on the upcoming webinars. On the bottom side, you can see the milestones. These are the milestones that you need to complete this business case study. You can read through the different objectives, how to go about it. We have even mentioned how to follow, how to execute the steps by following the instructions here. And we've also given helpful tips to do something different. So this is the first milestone. This is the second milestone. You need to complete these two to complete this first module. And once you complete, you can come back to the course page and take this quiz. This is the first quiz that you would be taking. It has 4 questions and 10 minutes to complete. This is easy to moderate quiz. So this is as it is the first quiz. You can complete this and move to the second module, and similarly complete 6 different case studies, business case studies, and 6 different quizzes to complete the entire course. So we will be, as I told earlier, the first webinar, we will walk you through the 2 modules for simple linear regression. And in the follow-up webinar on 16th, we will walk you through the multiple linear regression module, where we will cover 4 case studies and 4 quizzes. So that's about the quick outline of the entire course. And we welcome all of you to join the webinar on 9th and then again on 16th to understand the entire course structure, and also follow the experts to complete the course. We will help you to follow the course itself. So that's about it.
Thank you so much, Vishwa. Thank you so much. I just wanted you to highlight one thing. We said anybody and everybody can take up this course. They don't need to have a prior knowledge of machine learning. They probably need not even know R or Python. So I thought it will be nice if you could just let people know that that's what it is. They don't need to actually know how to code in R, but they can still use the help of the platform itself. Choose the appropriate functions, and then that will do the coding for them.
Definitely, Priya. Thanks for bringing it up. So one of the USPs of experiential learning is that you actually don't need any prior knowledge, both the concepts of data science as well as the coding language itself, Python or R. So you can just, as I just demonstrated to you guys, you can just click on the actual business case study, click to proceed. And you don't need, as I demonstrated, you don't need any kind of coding language. If I want to check the average of this column, I can just click on that column, search for the relevant function, click on execute, and I have the average. So here we will concentrate more on how we can use the concepts of machine learning to solve actual business case studies. Coding can be learned along the way if you can check the code for what is the underlying code beneath it. So you can actually learn the coding as well, but that can take backstage as of now. You can concentrate on the actual learning of how to use the concepts of data science, machine learning to solve business case studies. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Vishwa. Thank you so much. So I think we were able to give an overview of the hackathon, of the platform, and of course the course. So I wish the very best for all the learners who have registered. The expectation is from VTU itself, we got that, they would like at least 30,000 students from VTU to take part in this event. So I really wish we have large numbers participating in it. We are expecting at least 10,000 people to complete the course. So I wish all of you a fantastic learning journey, and please make the most of the course that is available, and have a fantastic participation in the hackathon. I wish you all the very best. Over to you, Sridevi.
Well, thank you so much, Priya. That was really exciting to see. And the last point that you brought out was even more interesting. People don't have to really bother much about, whether I really understand R programming or not, whether I understand Python or not. You can just plug in and start going ahead with it. That's the best piece, I must say. And we're certainly looking forward, all students who have actually registered for the course, to complete the course and participate in the hackathon, demonstrate what you have actually learned. This is a good platform to showcase what you are learning, demonstrate your learning agility to the external world, and that's the best way to, conquer. All the best to everyone. If in case we
I just have
questions.
I just have one thing. So Vishwa and Charu, if people are facing problems while they are going through the Analytica course, there is a support ID, is it, where they can reach out to?
Yes, Priya, support@analytica.com is the ID. Do you want me to write?
Yeah, I think it'll be great if you put it on the chat box, Charu. That'll be very useful.
Yeah, that's it.
Super. Thank you. Thank you, Charu.
Thanks, Priya.
Yeah, I'm sharing this even on the YouTube link where some of our other participants are actually learning. Yeah, I think we're on the hour.
Super, super. Thank you so much. All the best. Happy learning. It's just 23 hours and we have close to 2 weeks to complete it. So I wish you all an exciting time ahead. Thank you so much.
Happy learning, everyone. Thank you so much.
Happy learning, everybody.
Thanks all. Thanks so much.
Thank you.